So it's Sunday. You want to play with it? No. It was a nice one. You can't have it. You leave it in there so you don't mess about with it. So it's Sunday. It's the end of June. And for round, it's been a really chock-a-block, a busy month, non-stop, till you drop. You know, really fortunate and blessed. We had the Australian Olympic boxing team come down. We had Abbas Barrow training. We had you know, George Rubio down, Giovanni Estella, Sultan Zorbek, Manny Robles, you know, Khalil Majid had his fight. And it's Sunday evening, chilling with the cat. And I think, you know, I thought I'd start doing a bit of vlogging just like anybody else. And I've been saying I've been doing it for a while, but, you know, it's July tomorrow, so we're already 6 months into the year. It's going to be almost our second anniversary. And on a Sunday, what's on TV? It's Rocky 1. Fun fact, it's Sylvester Stallone's dad that rings the bell at the beginning of the fight. Anybody that knows me knows I'm a big Stallone fan, big Rocky fan. Once upon a time, I pretty much used to watch Rocky 4 every single day. But it's funny because Rocky 1, this is actually the last Rocky movie that I watched. The first one that I watched was Rocky 2. But anyway, you know, watching Rocky, and it just got me thinking, you know, this fight in Rocky 1 is a little bit like Usyk versus Fury, innit? Because Fury took it a bit lightly and had loads of fun like Apollo Creed is, and obviously it didn't do very well. But then it's also got me thinking, it's given me an itch, and I'm just thinking, new month, 6 months done, 6 months left, getting a bit older. I wonder what's next. So, it's the day after yesterday, which yesterday was the last day of June. We've now stepped into the 1st of July, and as you can see, it's not sunny, it doesn't look like summer. It's grey, it's drizzling, but you know what, it's expected, British summer and all that. So yeah, basically, you know, I had a really busy 6 months at Round for Round. Been pushing everything and everywhere, from grassroots to the female sessions, the girls only sessions, the football teams, looking after the Bolton Wanderer youth teams. We've been doing so much, honestly, it's pretty amazing, you know, but we've got an amazing team and we always, you know, chip in together. But like I said yesterday, you know, it was like end of the month and I had that, like, you know, a bit of a Sunday slump after a long day. I did train yesterday. Yeah, Rocky was on and it did get the cogs turning in my mind. Did a bit of mind mapping, planning. Can't say brainstorming anymore apparently, but hey ho, there you go. And it just got me thinking, you know, I am getting that little bit older, and should I happen to do anything boxing wise, it's kind of now or never. And don't get me wrong, yesterday as I watched Rocky and enjoyed it, I was feeling good, I was thinking XYZ, and I'm not joking, I had the worst sleep ever. Woke up and thought, look at the weather, and about to go and have a really late lunch. And this is the thing with feelings and motivation, you can't just do things when your feelings are right or when you're motivated, because I suppose when you're younger it's different, everything's exciting and you are kind of, well, I was anyway, I don't know about anybody else, but I was genuinely motivated all the time, every time to go to the gym, whether I'd eaten, whether I've slept, whether I was tired, I was like, yeah, it's gym time, let's go. And now a little bit older, I'm like, this is hurting, this is cracking, whatever. So, who knows, it's the 1st of July, make a conscious effort to get fit over the next 8 weeks, and let's see what happens. But this is the thing with Round for Round, you know, the whole Round for Round thing, and me doing what I'm doing, because behind the scenes when I'm not coaching and training people and training athletes or training myself, obviously I've been trying to get back into media since we came out of lockdown, and I mean I'll go into detail about that on another video, but you know, it's always good to be in shape, be ready, be active, because never say never, you never know what might pop up, especially with all this misfits nonsense and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, and the other side of it is I want people to see, like, literally the behind the scenes of the gym, because I think there's a bit of stigma attached to the gym, and I think a lot of the time people see the highlight reels, and for adults as well, but more so for youngsters, because I think with social media, people a lot of the time see a highlight reel and think, wow, XYZ, and they don't see the graph that goes behind it. So if you see, I've got a backpack on, and it's quite heavy, and that's because I am carrying a case of drinks in my backpack. For those of you who know me really well, no, I don't drive. I dislike driving. The last vehicle I had was a motorbike. Maybe I'll get another one later on in the year, but we'll see. For now, I'm about to get a late lunch. So on another day, I'll show you guys opening and closing on a typical day at Round for Round. Still the 1st of July. It's coming up to 8 o'clock. I'm sat in front of my cupboard of goodies. I've just had some pre-workout. I've got a bit of an itch. We've got Coach Ishi in the house teaching the class for our circuit session, and I'm just letting my pre-workout kick in so then I can go and get some training in. Another one of our coaches, Arbaz, he's just having a bit of a training day, doing a bit of pads. One of our regulars in the back doing some cardio. Got his brother over there doing a bit of work over there. Got our circuit going on over here. Got another one of our coaches over here helping one of the lads. So, you know, this is what it's all about. It's all about helping each other out and working out and getting fit together. Our little fitness community. There's Coach Ishi. You can see everybody's doing their own thing. I'm going to start working out with all these barbells, and do a bit of shoulder press. Work my way up from light to heavy, and then heavy to light. So I'm going to do shoulder press, I'm going to do upright row, then I'm going to come over here, use some dumbbells, do a bit of side laterals, front raises, then I'm going to come over to the cable station, do some triceps, do some biceps, and then maybe just hang off some of the bars. So I think everybody sees like the glitz and glam, and they see the highlight reels, things on social media, all the pro boxers that visit us and come to the gym, etc. But you know, there's a lot of graft and a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Sometimes a lot of stresses. You know, at the end of the day, we've got a fantastic facility here. But you know, it comes with its cost. You know, you've got to pay rent, you've got to pay the electric, the water, the gas, licenses, coaches' insurance, coaches' badges, any fees. If anything breaks, you've got to repair it, replace it. You know, the normal shopping all the time for like the drinks, the supplements, all that kind of stuff. You know, we've had all sorts happen behind the scenes, and just giving you an insight into behind the scenes. And I've let my pre-workout kick in. My hands are absolutely killing me. And it's mad because when you're younger, I don't think you appreciate how much of a superhuman you are. But I'm still going to train. So this is one of our coaches, Coach Ishi. We're doing a little bit, I don't know what you'd call it, a blog, a little bit behind the scenes in Round for Round, because I think a lot of people see the highlight reel and see all the fun times that we have, and they don't see the graft and the before and after and the tidying up and the packing away and the drama and all the stuff that happens behind the scenes. So we're going to give them a little bit of an insight. So yesterday I had a bit of a brain damage, nervous breakdown, midlife crisis, and I was sat at home. I was watching Rocky 1 was on TV, and Ishi's known me for a long time, so he's seen me all different shapes and sizes, and you've always seen me training. So now I've got a different type of an itch, but I'm not going to go into too much detail. But I've decided that it's another Monday, it's a new week, it's a new month, and I'm going to do my best to start training every day with you and with all the other guys, and we'll see what happens. Look at this guy doing our heading. What do you want? This is one of our members. Between me training, they'll give you a little tour of the gym. So this is where you're coming from. So this is actually leads to the car park outside. So that's why a lot of people
get confused.
Yeah. So they get confused. They drive past the front, and then either they don't know it's here or whatever. But yeah, you can park up in the back. You walk through the back. Come through. This is our reception, where there's always some hand sanitizer. And we're a bit old school and new school, so we've got a touch screen, we've got a laptop. Can't show you that right now, what's on there, because that's our database. But we do both. We get people to sign in, pen and paper, old school, and then we log them in on the system. We've got all our supplements and bars and protein and all that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
malarkey.
We've always got some equipment up here for sale.
We've got
And then
cat.
this is all the gym space. So we've got our fridge that's usually always fully stocked. We've got 2 sound systems because we're extras. So we've got that one, we've got this one. We've got a microwave here. It's just there for show.
No, I use it.
Yeah, there's a rig here. There's 6 bags on it.
6
We've got
bags on that.
ropes, we've got standing rope. We've got the gym area. So all the barbells, squat rack, dumbbells, up to the heavy ones as well for all the gym bros and gym heroes. The balls, and the
Need to
squat
give it a
rack,
little sweep.
for plyometrics, tennis station, 2 benches, steps. So if you look at it, this is kind of like zone 1. So you can have up to 5 people here, 5, 6 people here. Then this rig is zone 2 again. You can have 5, 6 people here. This is zone 3, 5, 6 people here on the floor.
It's a long floor.
Yeah, and then zone 4, 5, 6 people here. Zone 5,
The
again,
ring.
5, 6 people there. And then zone 6, 5, 6 people here. So you've got treadmill, set-up bench, 5 speed wall bag. And then down there you've got, it's okay, come.
It's okay, come.
No.
Come, darling.
That's changing rooms, toilets, and then female changing rooms and toilets. This is another one of the coaches. He's a very humble and very nice guy.
Hello, brother.
Abbas, been boxing for a long time, pretty much sparred all over the Northwest. Some people really like him.
Yes.
And some people don't like him, and I wonder why they don't like him. Well, we know why, but we're not gonna show off or chase clout at the moment. Maybe in the future we'll chase clout.
Maybe,
But I'm gonna carry on training now.
Right, so, goodbye, people.
You can check.
So, sparring partners you've knocked out. How many of them have you knocked out for?
No comment.
Oh my goodness.
Come and find out.
Jesus Christ. Do you really have power in them hands, as they say you have?
No, brittle hands.
The hands of stones, they say.
Brittle hands.
So, you and Canelo?
My back is broken. Spinal.
Spinal.
So it's coming up to just after 9 o'clock. So everybody's left the gym for the day. Just doing last bit of little checks, changing rooms, equipment away, gym flooring, nice and tidy, machine switched off, computer, reception, all that kind of stuff. I've just been working away, started working out at about 8:30. So I've got about 6 more exercises to do. Not feeling 100% today, but I worked my way up, shoulder pressing them. Then I worked my way down, upright rowing them. Then I lateral raised those, and I front raised those. And now I'm gonna head over to triceps and biceps. It's mad because for me, a very long time ago when I was younger, training, all the emphasis was on training hard, training as much as I could, training whenever, however, wherever, loads of equipment, limited equipment, all that kind of stuff. And now, as I've got older and a little bit more broken than before, like that, things like that one, hand swelling, it's still swollen now, that's been killing me all day. I've been a lot more focused on recovery, the best recovery, fast recovery, nutrition, all that kind of stuff. So it's mad how things change, but I think when you're younger, especially when you're a teenager, like 16 to 26, maybe even 16 to 30, you're like Superman. You put fuel in the system and you just go. I generally don't get it when the younger people nowadays say like, oh, I'm tired, and well, I know why, but it just bugs me when younger people say, oh, I'm tired, don't have energy, all that kind of stuff. Somebody's horning, so we'll go see who it is. Look how it is. It's Mr. Abbas, and you know why he's come back? Because he's forgot his bag. You come back for something, Paul. Forgot your bag, Paul. Thanks a lot, Paul. See you tomorrow, Paul. Part-timers. Yeah, so it's one of them, you know. I've been quite fortunate with sports and fitness and all that kind of stuff, because from being a teenager, you know, I was very fortunate that my parents did allow me to try all sports and not just be stuck with one sport. And you know, by the time I was leaving school, even before that, I knew I wanted to be a coach, a trainer, a teacher, and I knew it was something to do with fitness, sport, etc. And I mean, you know, I had some really good coaches around me when I was younger, and at one point, you know, I was in a football team and a cricket team, a hockey team and a volleyball team, and that season we literally won everything, and I've still got all the trophies and medals to prove it, just in case. You know, we live in a world of social media where people just blag when they've no real credentials or real life experience. And then, you know, sticking to boxing all the way over the years, and then moving over back to martial arts, and moving over to kickboxing, and then coming back to boxing, and, you know, just that later stage in life, midlife. But, you know, in my head and in my heart, I still think I'm dead young. And then I look in the mirror and I see all this. I mean, like, look at that. Even my dad's not got that many greys. So yeah, I think for whatever reason, yesterday was a bit of alarm bells, and maybe it is time to dust off the training bag and pull out the training equipment again. But right now, one step at a time, one day at a time, one round at a time. First thing is training every day. I think at least one recovery day, not necessarily a week, but one full recovery day when required. So maybe that's after 2 days of training, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. Good food, a lot of water. I need to get on top of my sleep, because sleep is the hidden superpower, sleep and water. And I'm giving myself, I'm putting a bit of pressure on myself. I'm giving myself till the 31st of August. So is there 31 days in August? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Yeah, there is 31. Anyway, back to training. It's mad because I think when you're a lot younger and you're training all the time, for me anyway, for a lot of people I know, when we used to get injured or something was niggly, it literally used to fix itself within a couple of days or a week. Whereas now, when you get a bit older, things niggle a lot longer. Sometimes they take a really long time to fix themselves. And I mean, for me, I've been fortunate. I've done loads of different things. I mean, you know, from rounds and rounds worth of sparring to kickboxing to a little bit of like grappling takedowns. Because at one point when I had the kickboxing place, you know, we used to do the Standard Championships and the Sanshao Championships with the British Council for Chinese Martial Arts. I mean, you can look that up in your own time. And the weight training, strength training, strongman training, you know, physique training. And yeah, you know, I always had that mentality when I was a lot younger. And not everybody had the internet at that time, but with the limited knowledge from like the magazines and the bodybuilding mags and your boxing weekly and your boxing monthly and all that kind of stuff, you know, we did what we thought was best with nutrition and training and all that kind of stuff. But we literally just trained as much as we could, and that's it. And I think that's what kept us fit and healthy and strong and young. And I always used to have that mentality that, well, I'm only this age now, I've only got this much free time, it's like disposable time, not much in the way of responsibilities apart from trying to be a good son and a good student and a good coach, and look after the pets. So why not hammer the gym? Because there might come a time where I can't go to the gym for whatever reason, or life takes over. Because even as a young person, you know, I used to, like when I was like 18 to 20, I used to meet a lot of people say, oh, well, it's okay for you, you've got time to go to the gym and all that kind of stuff. And they were only like late 20s, early 30s, and it's like they'd already stopped going to the gym. And I was like, nah, I don't want to be that person. When I get older, I still want to be going to the gym. But I get it, everybody's situation is different. But hey ho, let me go back to training. So that's a wrap for Monday, the 1st of July. Everything's off, everything's clean and tidy and set up ready for tomorrow. And now it's time to close up. Just have one little last check and make sure everything's okay. So, you know, end of day, closing procedure, just like any other facility, or a facility that's run efficiently and properly and above board. Before you finally close the shutter and lock the gate. make sure car park is empty, nobody's still here. That's our club car that we use when we take amateurs to bouts, or if somebody needs to go on a course, etc. You know, you check the gym, double check it, everything off, nothing left on, check if anybody's left anything behind. You know, final checks, safety checks, health and safety, neat, tidy, tick all the boxes, dot the T's, cross the I's, and then lock the gate. And that's me done for the day with round for round. I've got my drink with me. I've got a bit of a bar with me just out of convenience, because it's probably going to be about half an hour, 40 minutes till I get something to eat. You know, by the time you get in, shower, catch up on emails, all that kind of stuff, and then it's back to the grind. And you know what, 6 months down, 2024, 6 months left. You know, if you remember at the beginning of the year, January, new year, new me, making changes, transformation, this, that, one and the other, and things happen, things change. I always talk to people, especially when I'm doing mentoring and stuff, you know, because I've done a lot of youth work in the past over the years, consistently, constantly, at various locations, and I always tell people about the power of 5, that, and even say this to athletes as well. You know, there's 5 things, no matter how good of a plan, you know, something you've mapped out, plans laid out, there's 5 things that are kind of not in your control. Accidents, illnesses, emergency, death, and a lemon. A lemon meaning literally life's thrown a lemon at you. There's no way you could have conceived of the thought of this particular thing happening to you, and it's literally derailed you off your track, off your plans, away from your goals, all that kind of stuff. So what I've been telling a lot of people, not just today, for the last couple of weeks, is look, we're 6 months down into the year, you've got 6 months left. Rather than be bitter or feel bad or not be happy with what you've done, or you know, what's the word I'm looking for, you know, like dwelling on coulda, woulda, shoulda. You've got 6 months left till the end of the year. Make it count, you know, and that's it. So I guess that's it for this episode. I know it's a lot of talking. Hopefully I'll make these a little bit more fast paced, but you've got to bear in mind it's me here with an okay editing app, an okay camera, but no cameraman, no script. Because I mean, I could do these little vids and vlogs and blogs and whatever you want to call them, and make them look amazing and be like, oh yeah, high five, yeah, look at me, rattle. But listen, natural, organic, real. So for now, cheerio, ta-ta. And remember, one thing's for sure, besides my beard being really great, one thing's for sure, and that's